Welcome to Do It For The Gram, an Enneagram podcast YouTube page. I am the host, certified Enneagram coach Milton Stewart, and I am excited to start this YouTube journey of putting on helpful, practical videos about the Enneagram. So we're going to start with the basics. What is the Enneagram? So the first way I describe the Enneagram, it is a growth tool. It is a tool and a system used to help people grow. It is more than a personality system, test, or pattern. Just using personality makes it easier to kind of communicate to people what it actually is. But it's actually a growth tool and a deep, rich, complex system that works on the patterns of people in their lives. And so the Enneagram is also 9 ways that we get lost. We get lost in believing that the only way to operate in this world is somehow the way that we've been operating, and we get stuck there. And so it helps us to find 9 ways to find ourselves, to find our true selves. Not just the person that society told us we were, or even we believe we were. The lies we tell to ourselves. It's kind of crazy. And so it's 9 different ways to understand and see the world, because there's 9 different ways that people are seeing the world, encountering the world, feeling the world through emotions and sensations in the body. So we have to realize that there's a lot going on, but somehow we got stuck on one. And part of the reason is because as children, somehow we found value in one of these 9 types, or it was used to protect us. And so what happens is, similar to the movie, if you've ever seen the movie The Mask by Jim Carrey, it got stuck on. We put that mask on for protection or value, and it got stuck on our face. And so now we go around and we exhibit that mask as if that's all there is to us, and that's the way of life. The issue is when we get stuck there and don't realize it's actually a mask, and there's not actually something deep under there, which is our true selves, which is harder to get to, and it takes a lot of work. But if you're watching this, then you're probably ready to do some of that work, which is awesome. So the Enneagram is also the why. This is what separates it mostly from any other personality system test, whatever you want to call it. DISC, MBTI, Big Five, all of them, color stuff, horoscopes, all this stuff, right? Because they all give you what puts you in a box. I'm glad you can say what I do. That is great. But that doesn't help me change how and what I do. So the Enneagram gives you the why. The why behind how you act, how you feel, and how you think. That gives the motivations to you, so you understand how in the world can I really change how I've been acting, how can I transform the way that I treat people, how I treat myself, and how I operate in this world. And so the Enneagram actually gives you the tools, the language, the knowledge, all of that on actually how to work with those things going on, which is absolutely amazing. And then last but not least, it's a deep self-awareness tool. If you're going on an Enneagram journey, if you've been there, you're going to find out there's so much that you didn't realize about who you are, about things you've been doing, about the life you've been living. It's a whole bunch. No matter how much you think you are just so experienced and I'm more aware of myself than other people, everybody thinks that. Great. So how does that make you different? It doesn't. So you really have to do a lot of inner work. And what you do by doing that inner work, you realize that I know so little about myself. Oh my goodness. And when you figure that out, then you start to know more about yourself. It's that weird kind of, cycle of life where the more you learn, the more you know that you don't know so much in this world. And so it's similar to that when you learn about yourself. And it's a lot of difficult work, because remember, this is dealing with your head, your heart, and your body, because we have energy and intelligence coming from all 3 different centers of our bodies. So that is the main thing around the Enneagram. And just to cap it off, you have one number, one type that you are fixed to. And so how do I figure out my type? I've taken these online tests. The best way is to hire an Enneagram coach, somebody who's certified in Enneagram, to work with you. Because a test, it's tricky, because when you do a test, you're answering it based on how you see yourself. And so if you see yourself totally off, then there's a huge chance that your results may come back conflicting, which confuses people, which makes it really interesting and a little difficult for Enneagram coaches like me when we work with someone and they're like, but I tested like this, or I tied in 3 numbers. And it's like, okay, let's weave our way through these. So I am an Enneagram coach, and I do typing interviews. You can do that. You can check that out by going to milton@kaizencareers.com if you want to consult or talk about that. But there's also a lot of other Enneagram coaches too as well. If you're looking for help, maybe near in your area, But that is just one way you can do it. And then also just making sure that you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell little thing so that we can so you can get all the updates on the different things and videos I have coming out. I am planning to do a whole lot with this channel and with the Enneagram going forward, and I'm super excited to be here and to be with you. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.